Hello, welcome to this yoga flow for the lower body. With me, my name's Jess. This is a mixed levels, low impact class with a focus on the lower back, the hips and the hamstrings. We're going to be starting today's flow at the back of the mat on our knees. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I'll see you there. Okay, coming to the back of the mat. I'm going to be starting on my knees. However, if that is not available to you today, then you can take a seat, sukhasana, if you would prefer. Sitting up nice and tall in the spine, relax the shoulders down, and just rest your hands in your lap. Close your eyes if you like. Let's just start with a few breaths. Deep inhales through the nose. And long exhale out through the nose, or you can sigh it out the mouth, you choose. Continuing to keep to a steady breath here, just take a moment to come into this practice. Opportunity to set an intention for the flow or for the week, day ahead that you have. On your next breath in, slowly drop right ear over right shoulder. Nice neck stretch all down the left. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then as you breathe out, slowly roll chin to chest. Take it over to the other side, left ear over left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale to slowly roll back over to the right. Slow and controlled movements here, not forcing anything. And take it over to the left one last time. Inhale. Exhale, roll chin to chest. Hold here. You should feel a nice stretch all down the back of the neck and around the shoulder area. Inhale. Exhale to lift the chin. Take it all the way up. Nice stretch for the throat and the front of the neck. Draw the shoulder blades together slightly. Inhale. Exhale to bring the head back to a neutral position. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed, and let's head on to our hands and our knees, tabletop position. So hands come under the shoulders, knees come underneath the hips, pressing into the tops of the feet. We're going to extend our right leg out to the side. So we want our right ankle to be roughly in line with the hip. Try not to lock out of the knee too much here. You want to keep a nice softness in that right knee. On your next inhale, we're going to drop the belly, arching through the lower back, open the chest. For your cow pose, you should feel a nice stretch on the inside of your right thigh. Exhale, we're going to round through to our cat pose. Rounding through the upper back, tuck chin to chest. As you breathe out, inhale back to your cow pose. And exhale as you round through back to your cat. Do two more on your own. And then slowly we come back to our neutral spine. Walk your hands towards your knees and lift up through the torso, coming into an upright position. Rest your right hand on your right thigh and inhale to reach the left hand all the way up and over, finding your gate pose here. Take it nice and slow, opening out through the chest. Just reach the right hand up. Take it nice and gentle. Pause for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Slow and steady. Left hand comes down to the ground just by the left knee, and we press the hips forward and reach the right hand up. Find your half circle pose. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly send the hips all the way back. Reach the hands towards the top of the mat and fold forwards here. Inhale deeply. Exhale, shift the weight forwards and reset the right knee, come back to your tabletop position, maybe bump the hips from side to side. And then we go on the other side when you're ready. So extending the left leg out to the side this time, Reset the hips. You want your right knee under the right hip, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale to drop the belly, open the chest, look forward for your cow pose. Exhale to round through to your cat. And we do 3 more rounds here, moving with your breath. And then coming back to your neutral spine, walk your hands towards your knees, lift up through the torso. Left hand comes to left thigh, reach the right hand all the way up and then slightly over for your gate pose. Take a deep breath in as you reach with that right hand, open through the chest. Exhale, hold here. Slow and steady when you're ready. Right hand comes down to the ground and we lift the left hand. Find your half circle pose. Big breath in as you press the hips forward. And then as you breathe out, we send the hips all the way back and reach the hands back towards the top of the mat, folding forwards. Deep breath in here. Exhale. Slowly lift, send the weight forwards, and then we're going to head into our downward facing dog. So walk the hands forward, spread the fingertips nice and wide, curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Take some time to pedal out the heels, maybe readjust the hands and feet as needed, and take some deep breaths here. Relax the back of your neck. And keep a generous bend in the knees. Find stillness in your dog and take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Press your left heel into the earth and lift the right leg up for your 3-legged dog. Inhale to squeeze the right glute, lift that heel. As you breathe out, bend your knee and stack the hips, stacking your right over the left. Keep the chest nice and neutral and squeeze your right heel into your right glute. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to slowly bring that right knee through and step it in between our hands. Lower the back knee down as we lift the torso, coming into your Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale here. And exhale. Relax the shoulders down and rest your hands on your knee. You want your right knee stacked over the right ankle and press into the back foot for stability. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Bring hands to prayer at the heart, Anjali Mudra. And we're going to twist to the right. So take the left elbow to the right knee. Press the palms together, open the chest, take the gaze up. Inhale here. And exhale, deepening into the twist. Stay for one more. And exhale to slowly release. Fingertips come to the mat and we're going to walk the right foot to the outside edge of the right side of the mat. You want your toes hanging off the edge, coming into our lizard lunge. Inhale to plant the hands, lift the chest and look forward. Exhale. You have a few options here for your lizard pose, so whichever you choose. First one is you can stay in your lizard pose here. You might want to place blocks under the hands. Option number 2, you can come down to the forearms if you'd like to deepen the stretch. Or option number 3, if you want to take it even further, is bend the back foot. So plant the hand into the left, plant into your left hand, I should say, bend the back knee and grab the right foot and find a nice quad stretch. This is quite intense, so you can choose whichever pose you'd like to do in your lizard variation. And then we're going to pause wherever you are for 3 more breaths. Slowly use your hands wherever you are in your lizard pose to come back out. Pick up the back knee and we're going to send the right foot back, coming into our downward facing dog. Bump the hips from side to side and pedal the heels if you need. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Press your right heel into the earth as we lift the left leg. Lift it all the way up. Bend the left knee and stack the hips, just finding stretch here. Squeeze the left heel into the left glutes and take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Left knee comes all the way in and we step the left foot in between our hands this time. And inhale to lift the torso, rest the hands on your knees. And press into the back foot for stability. Relax the shoulders down. Pause here for a breath. Exhale. Hands come to Anjali Mudra at the heart and we take right elbow to left knee. Press the palms together, open the chest. Inhale here. Exhale to deepen into the twist. Stay for one more here. Slowly release the hands. Walk the left foot to the outer edge of the left side of the mat. And you want your left toes to be on the edge of the mat. Plant the hands, send the hips forward and down as you open the chest for your lizard lunge. Inhale. Exhale. I'll go through the options that you have for your lizard lunge. You can stay here. Perhaps you'd like to place some blocks underneath the hands. You can come down to the forearms here if you'd like to deepen the stretch in your lizard lunge. If you'd like to take it even further than that, you can send the weight into the right hand, bend the right knee, catch the right foot, and you'll have a nice quad stretch here too. Sending the hips forward and down. Whichever variation you choose, we're going to stay here for 3 more breaths. Carefully coming back out of whichever variation you're in, we're going to pick up the back knee and step back to our downward facing dog once again. Lifting the hips up and back. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Release, take one more. And then slowly pressing the left heel into the earth, we lift the right foot, coming back into our 3-legged dog. Exhale, this time we bring the right knee in and we lower the knee down by our right wrist. We're going to open out into our pigeon pose. So sending the hips down, rolling onto the top of the left thigh and bringing the right foot into a position that is comfortable for you. So you might have it more in line with the top of the mat, or you can pull the heel in towards your body. Find whichever variation feels most comfortable for you. Again, we don't want to force our bodies into anything that will cause us any pain or potentially even injury. Inhale to lift the chest in your pigeon pose. Exhale. Lift the hands off the mat and bring them back to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Press the palms together and open the elbows. We're going to head back into our twist. We're twisting to the right and then we're going to place our right elbow on the center of the mat. Press the palms, open the chest, gaze up towards the sky. This active twist should roll you onto the left thigh, onto the top of the left thigh. And you should feel a generous stretch in your right hip. Inhale here. Exhale. Slowly release from the twist. Option to stay on the forearms here, or you can make a pillow with your hands and take the forehead down for sleeping pigeon. You choose. And stay here for 3 more breaths. Slowly, when you're ready, lift the forehead. Plant the hands, pick up the back knee, and we step back to our downward facing dog. Bump the hips from side to side and pedal the heels, ready to reset and take it on the other side. So pressing the right heel into the earth, we lift the left leg into our three-legged dog. As you breathe out, we bend the left knee and pull it in. Left knee is set down by the left wrist, and we come into our pigeon pose on the other side. Walk the right leg back and roll onto the top of the right thigh and lift up through the chest. Take a moment to settle into the pose. And then as you exhale, bring hands to heart center, back into our Anjali Mudra here. Open the elbows wide, and then bring right elbow down to the center of the mat, twisting open to the left. Inhale deeply, and exhale deeper into the twist. Slowly release. And options now to stay on the forearms in your pigeon pose, or you can open the elbows wide and rest the forehead down. 3 breaths here. Slowly use your hands to lift yourself back up. Send the weight into the left hip and swing the right leg round, coming to a seat in the middle of the mat. Extend the legs out long in front of you, keeping the feet hip distance apart. A generous bend in the knees, rolling forwards on the sits bones. We're going to head into our seated forward fold. So lift up through the spine, reach the arms all the way up and overhead, and then exhale to hinge forwards at the hips and drape the torso down over the legs, reach towards the feet. If you can't reach your feet, you can hold onto the calves or the ankles, or just rest the hands down on the mat. Find whichever variation feels best for you. And bow the crown of the head down towards the shins. Pause here for 2 more breaths. And slowly roll back up to a seat. And now we come to lay on our backs. So slowly rolling down through the spine. Pull the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a hug here. Roll gently from side to side for a nice massage on the lower back. Take a nice deep breath. And let's find our happy baby pose. So hands feed through the insides of the knees and we catch the outer edges of the feet. If you can't reach the feet, then you can hold onto the ankles or the back of the thighs. The aim of the game is to have the soles of the feet facing up towards the sky. And you should feel a generous stretch in the hips, the back of the thighs. You can roll gently from side to side here. Take a nice deep breath in and a long breath out. Slowly release. Bring the soles of the feet together and allow the knees to fall out wide here, coming into your supta baddha konasana. You can rest your hands on your belly, or you can allow the hands to fall down to the sides with the palms facing up. You choose here. If this is intense on the hips, then you can walk the feet away from your body, or you can place blocks underneath the knees. This should take some of the pressure off the hips. You choose your variation. Wherever you are, roll the shoulders away from the ears, close your eyes, and we'll pause here for 5 breaths. Very slowly use your hands to close the knees together and extend the legs out long. Reach the arms all the way up and overhead. Extend, stretch. Take a big full body stretch here. Big breath in. And exhale to pull the knees back in towards the chest. And roll gently from side to side. You have two options to close your practice out today. You can head back into your shavasana, or you can roll onto one side with me now and close the practice in an easy seat. So wherever you want to close, take your position now. I'm going to press up to a sukhasana easy seat. Crossing the ankles, you can rest one shin on top of the other. Option to keep the eyes closed if you like. Rest your hands on your knees and sit up nice and tall in the spine. We'll close this practice here with one final deep breath in together. So when you're ready, inhale through the nose. Exhale to sigh out. Slowly open your eyes if they were closed. And that's it. That's the end of the practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed the class, don't forget to hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you thought of the practice today, and of course, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you for next class, and as always, have a wonderful day.